Hey guys, it is week 2 on YouTube. Last week we did some beautiful paintings as you see behind me. It turned out great and I love it. Today we are going to try to knock out 5 videos in one day. While I'm knocking them out in one day, I will probably take 5 days to edit them. So what I will do is probably post them one video a day. So what we will do first is a pearl pour. I follow Sarah Taylor on YouTube for pearls. She just does amazing work, and I love watching her work with the palette knife. We're not doing any palette knife work today. We're gonna just do the pearls and let you see how those react. But I also follow her recipe, and she has a lot of great tips on there. So I would suggest checking her out if you're into pearls. But that's what we're doing for video 1. So let's get started on this messy masterpiece. All right guys, so we're gonna start with talking about the colors because I kind of cheated on the colors again. I've got 6 colors if you include the white, which I'm just using the white mainly for the base in my paintings. But the way I cheated was, okay, so the colors for this week are mauve. It's Lucas brand mauve. And then we've got my favorite color, which is Creative Inspirations Paynes Gray. It's my favorite color. Paynes Gray, even though it says Paynes Gray, it's kind of more of a blue, which I love this color because you can pretty much add it to other colors and make beautiful colors just by adding this one color to it. And that's one thing about the colors today is I've mixed a lot of colors to make some of the colors. The white, the mauve, and the Paynes Gray are the only ones that I didn't mix, well, and the gold. This is the blue that we're going to be working with today, and how I made this blue is I added a little bit of Creative Inspirations Cerulean Blue with Lucas Chrome Green Light, and then I added a tiny bit of white with that as well. When I say I mixed those colors together, I mixed them separately and then added them until I got the right color that I wanted, which is this beautiful kind of a greenish blue. It's kind of a teal. And then I've got the Creative Inspirations Gold. But what I also did was I mixed a little bit of that gold with some Creative Inspirations white, and I added a tiny little bit of this apricot, which you can also use Lucas peach color. I just didn't have any peach, but you only need a tiny bit of it to get kind of a creamy color consistency. And it's kind of like iridescent gold. So that's how I'm cheating today, is I'm having the gold mixed with the white, and I also added a little bit of apricot. Alright guys, so with a pearl pour, you're wanting the paint to be as thin as possible without losing pigment. I'll do another video in the future to kind of show exactly how I do my mixture for pearl pours. It has a lot of ingredients in it, so it takes longer to mix that combination of ingredients for the paint than any other technique. But for this technique, you're wanting it to drizzle off the stick into the cup without making a mound. And I only add water. If you can see over there, there's those little cups with the paint in it. I only add water to the paint that I am using for that specific painting. That way my paint is not sitting there with water in it for a long period of time. The water tends to break down the pigments in the paint,
and it will leave your colors looking dull, and your paint will lose all the vibrancy that it once had. So now I am just layering the colors. I don't tend to layer them in any particular way for a pearl pour, because I've learned that I can't distinguish which area the paint is going to fall off the canvas, so I can't get a design to stay exactly how I want it to because it's such thin paint that you're working with. So what I tend to do with my pearl pours is I just layer the colors on top of each other. That way, whenever those pearls start coming up, it collects all of those different colors to make multicolored pearls pop up. And now I am adding my gold. I'm using 14 karat Deco Art gold. I love this color because it makes not only the gold shimmer, but it'll add shimmer to all of your other colors as well. With a metallic color for a pearl pour, the pearls don't like coming through the metallic. So I tend to add it with areas showing and some covered up with other paint. And then whenever you start to pour the paint off, at first I go really slow with dripping the paint off the sides, and that's because I'm not wanting to lose too much paint, because if the paint gets thin in any particular area, then it's going to start popping up pearls almost immediately. So I'm trying to leave as much on there as possible until I get to those last two sides there. And then I try to work a little bit faster with getting as much paint off as possible. Now, the more paint you let fall off the sides of your canvas, the more pearls you're going to get. I don't like pearls to take over my entire painting, so I try to leave a good amount at least in the middle of the painting. That way you can see some of the colors without the pearls just eating it all up. And I will show you the wet results and the dry results in a minute. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow for another messy masterpiece. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. All right, bye-bye.
Alright guys, this is the pearl cell. I think it turned out beautiful. Look at how the Paynes gray and the maroon kind of combined to make a purple color there. All those different colors in one painting. All those beautiful cells, pearl cells. I don't like my pearl cells to take over the entire painting, so I tend to keep a lot of, the more paint you keep in the middle of the canvas or wherever you're wanting the pearls not to pop up, the less pearls you'll get in that area. So I kept a lot right here. Look, there's kind of a outline of a face right there. Anyways, I think this one turned out beautifully. All right, I'll show you the dried results.